Good morning, dear children. Welcome back. I hope you all are safe and sound at your homes. Today, we are going to take up this new lesson, An Amazing Ancestor. Now, who are ancestors? What is the meaning of the word ancestor? Ancestors are actually the people who existed long back, who are our forefathers and even their forefathers. So ancestors are the people who have lived before us. Okay. So our previous generations. Now, this chapter is not dealing about people here. Here the ancestor stands for something which has become very old, but now we are using the latest form of it, or with the help of the technology. There is a picture given here. You can have the clue from this picture what we are talking about. This is a typewriter. If you can recognize, they have certain keys. Okay, and it's a manual typewriter. Nowadays, we are not using a manual typewriter. We have typewriters which are digital. We have the computer keypad. You all must be having your personal computers where you have used typewriters, and even today, like in our mobile phones, we have the keypad. It's a digital keypad, and before we had the touch screen phones or the smartphones, we had the QWERTY keypad type phones. Okay, the phones with QWERTY keypad. Now, what is a QWERTY keypad? What is that, or a keyboard? So this is the first question only which they have asked. Do you know the relationship between a typewriter and a QWERTY keyboard? Now, QWERTY is actually the name given to the keyboard because it doesn't start with A, B, C, D, E, F, G as the alphabet is learnt by us. Okay, the letters on the keyboard actually begin with Q, W, E, R, T, Y, and so on. And that is why the first 5 or 6 letters are taken as the name given to the keyboard. Now, what is the logic behind having a QWERTY keyboard and not having an A, B, C, D, E, F, the order in which we learn the alphabet? Okay, why don't we have that keyboard? So let us learn about that logic and how this typewriter or this typing has become so common these days. Okay, so let's begin with the lesson first. Many children have never seen it, yet without the typewriter, there would not have been a computer as we know it. The typewriter is the ancestor of the personal computer that is such a major part of our lives. Did you ever wonder why computer keyboards, and now some mobile phones as well, have the strange layout that they have with the QWERTY keys across the top left? The answer lies buried in decisions made more than 100 years ago when the typewriter first appeared. Now, see this QWERTY keys. Why do we use these QWERTY keys? So that this decision was made not today, but the people, when they invented the typewriter, that time only they decided to have the keys in such an odd arrangement. The placement of the letters in this odd way in the QWERTY keyboard was intended to prevent frequently struck keys from colliding. Thus, the E was next to the W and so on. As people became even faster typists, this was an important consideration. The QWERTY keyboard also became popular because it was the first keyboard and was manufactured by Scholz and Glidden. The late 19th century saw continued product improvements. Now, that is the reason which they have given is when you place the keys which are more often used side by side, then there is a chance of the keys getting collided. Okay, and that is why they have kept the keys separate letters, so that they are not touching each other, they are not colliding, and that is why they had designed this new arrangement of the letters, the QWERTY style, which we are using now. You can see the QWERTY picture, the QWERTY keyboard, and you all must be familiar now. Now, this is the QWERTY keypad as you have on your computers, on your laptops. The arrangement of the keypad, the letters, is the same. Even in your mobile phones, you have the same keypad. So let's read further. The first models appeared around the turn of the century, but they were not successful. It was not until the 1930s, when electricity was more common, that the company IBM came on the scene with the electric typewriter. So first it was a manual typewriter, then it was an electric typewriter. The need for speed and automation led to further development of typewriters. Such was the enthusiasm of the early users. One of these was Mark Twain, who wrote to his brother in 1875. Now, Mark Twain, as you all know, was a very famous British writer. So he wrote to his brother once, "The machine has several virtues." Virtues means qualities, okay, the good qualities. "I believe it will print faster than I can write. One may lean back in his chair and work it. It piles so many words on one page." See, when you write any page with your own hand, in your own handwriting, then you have to leave space in between. The words which you write are bigger in size because they have to be legible. But when you print it, when you type it, they take less space. So he also understood the same thing. He said it piles so many words on one page. It don't mess things or scatter ink blots around. See, when you write with pen, those days in 1875 they did not have a proper fountain pen, or the ink used to leak sometimes. Nowadays you are using gel pens, so you don't have any problem of the ink leakage while writing. So those days even I have used a fountain pen, and sometimes in the fountain pen the ink starts coming out and there are blots on the paper, and that looks very ugly. So he also found one more advantage, that in this type of typing you don't have to bother about the scattering of ink or having ink blots on the paper while writing. And of course it saves paper. Yes, saving paper was one more thing which was there. Okay, in typing you need only 1/3 of the sheet, I think, and while you write you need the full sheet. Although the electric typewriter took over like the manual typewriter, it was far from silent. Now, you cannot make a silent typewriter earlier. The various sounds of the typewriter were one of the most memorable byproducts of the age of the typewriter. So every keypad, when you use the keypad, and the stenographers or the typists, whenever they used to type on that, they were tuck 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 sound, okay, coming from the keyboard. So the various sounds of the typewriter were one of the most memorable byproducts of the age of the typewriter. So during that progress, yes, they had different sounds. Some typewriters had lesser sounds, but they had some kind of sound. This age came to an end with the advent of the personal computer. So typewriter was actually the ancestor, as they had said in the beginning. Typewriter is an ancestor of your personal computer. And when the personal computer was invented, the age of typewriter came to an end. The electric became electronic. The physical became digital. Now nobody uses a physical typewriter. You see it very rarely. A set of typewriter keys are pressed, but what is now recorded are bits and bytes that are saved on disks of all sorts, transmitted over great distances, and much easier than ever to correct. Now you have on your phones or on your laptops, you have so much of the typing advantage. You can type digitally, you can correct them, you can erase so quickly. Okay, you have the space option, comma, and other punctuations. Everything is there, even on your digital typewriter. So when you press the typewriter keys on your laptop or on your mobile phones or on your iPad, wherever, so that set of typewriter keys are pressed, but what is now recorded is not on a sheet of paper, but it is in the form of bits and bytes. Now what are bits and bytes? You all are familiar. These are the information which is stored in the computer. So it is in the form of bits and bytes which are saved on disks of all sorts. Now all sorts of disks. Hard disk, okay, and you have the CDs. Wherever you want to type, you can type them, keep them, store them, save them. Okay, and they can be even transmitted over great distances. You type and you straight away text the message, okay, and send them to your friends who are sitting thousands of miles away, to your relatives who are in different countries, and it is much easier than ever to correct. So correction is also much easier nowadays on the typewriter. More recently, even the keyboard on mobile phones has become digital. So the mobile phones actually have taught every one of us to type. Earlier, people were not familiar with typing, but because we have every mobile these days has a typewriter, a keyboard, okay, on it, so it has become digital and people have learned to type. Little did its inventors know where their keyboard would one day be found. So when the typewriter was invented, nobody knew that it would be in everybody's hand and it would be used to text messages, to connect people, okay, to convey your thoughts, feelings. You can type anywhere, any social media, okay, and even for your work, even for your office, you can type there. So little did its inventors know where their keyboard would one day be found. They never knew that it would be found in everybody's hand, isn't it? So it has been a miracle. So what has not changed, however, is the ideal environment when trying to write something. Something has not changed. Okay, a bright lamp and a comfortable chair in front of a table or desk are as desirable now as they were yesterday. So for typing, you need a table and a chair, a bright lamp so that you can see what you are typing, and you want to sit and type, so that also becomes a comfortable chair in front of a table. So whether a typewriter or a laptop, the human challenge is the same. Even if you are having a laptop or a typewriter or even a mobile phone, the challenge is the same, that putting thoughts into words for someone else to read. And of course, without literacy, there would be no type, real or digital. That means, first of all, you have to be literate. You have to be familiar with the words, with the language, with the letters. Then only you are able to type something. Otherwise, it is going to be meaningless and useless for the user. So the literacy is must, okay, to use a to make use of a keyboard or a typewriter as such. Okay, so that's all for the lesson.